If I'm told by some scientist that it is your biological nature to be a social human being, but I gain more peace, more freedom, more joy, whatever, by being alone, what the hell do I care what my biology wants? I will leave my biology this afternoon. So in other words, I'm supposed to follow your biological paradigm and feel miserable, and at the end of my life say, well, I followed biology? I don't care. Now, let's look at the people who are social.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at the truth. You become social. Fine. You go to your parties. You talk about nonsense. You laugh about nonsense. Right? You have your alcohol. You say whatever silliness you want to say. And you live it up. And then you leave. That high that you had is followed by a dramatic low. Therefore, you then must perpetuate that by seeking another high. Therefore, you will then engage again in a social event. That will be followed by a crash. And that low is simply unacceptable. The person can't feel that way, so he has to engage again. Okay. Now, someone might listen to what I just said, the scientist, for example, and might say, yes, see, we feel good in social environments. Okay. But that whole scenario is not sustainable. To me, the only thing that is real is the thing that is permanent. If I have to keep replenishing, it's false.
Ooh, that's good. Yeah.
So if I went to a social event and that lasted me forever, that's real. If I have to keep going back for a hit, that's false.
Yeah.
So I don't know if biology says that we're social or not. I couldn't care less. All I know is I'm not going to spend my entire life looking for hits.
That's absolutely right. And I can in my mind, like I think about things a lot through the lens of brand and business. And I can, in my mind, I immediately think about brands and businesses that try and get hits from customers, so to speak, instead of creating kind of something that's permanent in their life or in their own lives, right? Because it's selfish at the end.
Yes. Selfish is not allowed. Yes.
Now, I realize this idea of prescriptions, and in my mind, when you're talking about hit as false and permanence as truth, to me that sounds not like a prescription, but like a principle, which could be one and the same. I don't know. Maybe my intellect is trying to fool me. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But have you through your journey, have you learned principles of the truth?
Yeah, I guess you can call it what you want. I would say that, I look at the truth as something that works, and it works every time. And I have found to take it even deeper, I would say that the thing that might work or might not work is a prescription or a technique. And even when they do work, they don't work forever. So the work versus not work, the something might work versus it might not work, only applies to non-truths. The idea of work versus working versus non-working never applies to truth, because truth never doesn't work. It's the truth. So I guess you can call that a principle if you'd like. You can summarize it that way if you'd like. But the truth is always real, and the truth is always permanent.